We are isolating ourselves out of safety, but art has always been the way that we connect. Now we're just having to find more creative ways to do it, but it is so essential now when isolation can be so detrimental to mental health, to our development and our growth as people, and we can't stop doing that just because we're isolating ourselves. I'm Caleb, the Negro Artist Rainey. I'll be performing 2 pieces. One piece will be about my experiences as a black man in the Midwest, what it was like growing up black, and my interaction specifically with the N-word. And then I will also be performing a piece that is about what we all need to hear, and I think that explains it.
I don't remember the first time I was called nigger, but I remember the first time I wasn't. I'm 15, new to high school, not sure who I'm gonna be or what people see when they look at me. So I search and find a guy who seems to have all the answers I could copy from. Brad, a white boy with hair on fire, and I couldn't help but admire his confidence. He stood so tall and strong, and I felt so small. So when he talks to me in the parking lot after school, I am desperate to play it cool. I talked to him about the soccer team, and he asked me how I got so good, but before I could answer, a car drives by. Obviously from the hood. Trap rattling the pack of black boys in the back, and Brad sighs, rolls his eyes, and says to me, "Man, I hate niggers. Good thing you're not one of them." And I wonder then what I have been. See, I wasn't born by the river in a little tent, but I shot my first gun there with my uncle who'd spent plenty of time in the pen. And my granny never passed the 8th grade, but she could cook up collard greens and fry up chicken like she had a culinary degree. And my granddad, well, he's a dishwasher, but he could still toss you in spades or tunk like you were a little punk. And I played chess with my great uncle, who's been in and out of rehab and tells me all about the life he's had. And I know it's sad, but not all my cousins know their dads. And some of my cousins fight their fears with fists because they're too hard for tears, and some of my cousins yell and can't spell and have seen the inside of a cell, but when they see me, they always wish me well. And some of my cousins made it out to Cali or elsewhere, and I swear, God's there. Even with nappy hair and sagging skinny jeans, they always seem to find a way to make ends meet. And all my cousins and I rap along to the songs in the car, too loud. And now I find myself wondering what that makes me. Am I a nigger? See, Brad wasn't the first white man to see my tan and assume he knew my hand. I remember coming home from a school event. The day was spent, but a cop made me stop. Asked, what was I doing out so late? And I didn't see any hate, but I knew it was at stake, so I apologized. Told him I'd get home soon. He said, "You better. Only criminals like the light of the moon." And that's when I knew he was afraid of the dark. I remember my junior high crush couldn't go to the dance with me because her father wouldn't take a chance with me, said he'd heard about those black boys. And I guess the cops did too, because what do they do but pull me over for no turn signal? Doesn't that sound a little fickle? Or pull me over for too sharp a turn? Doesn't that sound a little absurd? But their eyes tell no lies when they look at me and see less than. Like my math teacher, who kept me in during recess, told my parents I was dumb because I spent too much time talking to my classmates, erasing the division she creates rather than learning her lesson on how to subtract my presence. Because 0 equals black. And in fact, the cops taught me that when a bullet hit a brother's back in front of my childhood home. And the cops showed up and they blocked off the whole zone like traffic cones, but never moved to help. Only kept us from ourselves. So that nigga died. And I can't lie. I'm afraid to walk at night, because I just might learn the answer to the cancer that's inside my head. Am I a nigger? What you need to hear. 1, you matter. I know some days you feel like a spider, a lone weaver sewing life together on your own, and some days you only catch crap, or worse, nothing. So you go to bed wondering if your web is meant to be a coffin, if you're even meant to be a spider, but I need to tell you, wait. Wait until the morning dew. Wait until you see sunlight reflect off bulbs of water on strands you didn't even know were there. Those are the strands that connect us, that connect you to me. They're what holds us all together. We need them. We need you. So every night, look at your web and await the sunlight. 2, you have power. I know everything tells you you don't. The bosses, the teachers, the mirror, they say you can't control anything. Say that the history haunting you, or the system shackled around your ankles, or the trauma noose tight around your neck should direct your every step. But I need to tell you, they're wrong. You can make each moment a rebellion. And I dare you dance, or you laugh at every chance. Trust in advance, smile at first glance. You can lift the weight of oppression by choosing connection. Thwart trauma with truth-telling. Shatter systems with sincerity. You can change the world. You simply have to fight. 3, we matter. Trade your mirror in for a window and see the beauty we all have to offer. 4, you are not finished. Who you are now is not who you will be. You are growing in God's garden among us, and in time, we all bloom. In time, we all bloom, and soon, you will bloom into a flower that is brave, petals soft and passionate, colors vibrant. You will be so spectacular, even God stops to smell. 5, I love you.